Basketball is a game of legacy and reinvention. Each season, teams rewrite their story, forging new rivalries and redefining greatness on the hardwood. When the New York Knicks face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder, it's a meeting of two cities with distinct cultures and bold ambitions. New York's courts have long been the place of origin for playground legends and established pros alike, while Oklahoma City has carved out its own niche, building a loyal following in a state where basketball brought a brand new kind of unity and pride. Beyond the bright lights of Madison Square Garden and the roar of Chesapeake Energy Arena, there's another stage where local character shines: the kitchen. Just as basketball teams blend old school fundamentals with modern flair, the foods of these cities reflect their evolving identities and deep roots. This is about more than just who scores the most points. It's about the flavors and traditions that make each place unique. Welcome to Matchup Mashups. Today's matchup, New York Knicks versus Oklahoma City Thunder. We're drawing inspiration from two iconic foods: the revered New York everything bagel loaded with scallion cream cheese, and the humble, hearty onion burger, a staple in Oklahoma's culinary tradition. Blended together, they'll form the ultimate smashed onion breakfast sandwich, an edible highlight reel of two dynamic food cultures. New York City is a global epicenter of culinary creativity. From the pushcart vendors of the early 1900s to the artisan bakeries lining modern avenues, the city's signature foods tell stories of immigration, adaptation, and resilience. The everything bagel, speckled with seeds and aromatics, is integral to the breakfast scene as the Knicks are to its sporting identity. Pair it with scallion cream cheese and you've got a bite of the Big Apple's multicultural, ever-evolving flavor.
Half pound the cream cheese.
Please.
Oklahoma City food traditions may be lesser known, but they're no less impactful. The onion burger is rumored to have emerged during the Great Depression as its way to stretch meat rations. It remains a testament to American ingenuity. Thinly sliced onions smashed into patties on a hot griddle creates a sweet, caramelized crust that captures the simplicity and comfort of the region's culinary heritage. Just like the Thunder, who found a new home and built a passionate fan base from scratch, the onion burger represents creativity born of necessity and pride. These dishes pay tribute to two very different basketball cities. One as old and storied as New York City's concrete courts, the other as fresh and determined as OKC's fan base. Our mashup unites their flavors in a sandwich worthy of pre-game fuel or a celebratory post-game feast. In a mixing bowl, we combine flour, yeast, water, sugar, and salt. We stir until the mixture forms a shaggy dough and then knead it until smooth and elastic. Then we divide the dough into equal portions and roll each piece into a ball, poking a hole in the center and gently stretching it out to form a ring, creating the quintessential bagel shape. We drop the shaped dough into gently simmering water. Boiling before baking gives the bagels their signature chewy interior and crispy outside, leaving them just in there long enough to develop a slight skin. To make the everything bagel seasoning, combine poppy seeds, sesame seeds, dehydrated garlic, dehydrated onion, and sea salt. This fragrant mix will cling the surface, providing crunch and flavor. Sprinkle them generously with the everything bagel seasoning. Slide them into a hot oven and bake them until they're golden brown and crispy. Using a mandolin to achieve that ultra-thin, uniform slice of onion, these delicate onion shreds will caramelize quickly, adding sweet intensity to each sandwich. We whisk together the mayo, honey, ketchup, and hot sauce with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then add some chopped scallions. This tangy, sweet, spicy blend captures the complexity of both NYC and OKC flavors. Sausage introduces a breakfast twist. Think of it as a morning spin on the classic onion burger patty. Drop the sausage onto a hot griddle and immediately top it with a generous pile of onions. Press down firmly, flattening the meat and melding it with the onions. Once the bottom is well browned and the onions have begun to caramelize, flip the patties over and cook the other side. We let the onions finish cooking, soaking in the flavorful juices from the sausage. This step locks in that rich, comforting taste central to Oklahoma City's beloved onion burgers. Crack an egg onto the griddle and fry it until the whites are set and the yolk is still runny. Its silky texture will amplify the sandwich's breakfast appeal. While the patty is still hot, lay a slice of American cheese on top and let it melt into the onions. The creamy cheese balances the sweetness of the onions with the mild richness. Start with half of the everything bagel, layer on the sausage onion patty with the melted cheese and the fried egg. Drizzle with the burger sauce, then top it with the remaining half of the bagel. Just as the Knicks and the Thunder represent a distinct chapter in the NBA's ongoing story, our smashed onion breakfast sandwich unites their culinary signatures into something greater than the sum of its parts. On one side, you have New York's beloved bagel, a symbol of the city's global influence and resilience. On the other side, you have Oklahoma City's onion burger tradition, a humble yet flavorful innovation that speaks to the region's resourcefulness and pride. Whether you're a longtime follower of basketball's storied past or a newcomer excited by the game's evolving future, this matchup is a tribute to the spirit of reinvention. By combining iconic tastes from two very different places, we create a dish that's both comforting, familiar, and thrillingly new, just like the matchups that keep us on the edge of our seats every season. The rivals on the hardwood cool themselves off, lick their wounds, and prepare for the next game. In the kitchen, doing much of the same and looking towards the next matchup and what we can mash up in order to showcase the best each team has to offer.